What's up, y'all? All right, so today we are talking about this major, fly, get out of the way, crucial step. This is an incredibly overlooked piece in the nutrition department. I think you hear that a lot whenever I talk. I say this is an overlooked piece, but I mean it's entirely true. People tend to look at fitness as like one component, right? Like it's just the workout. So if I'm working out, then nothing else really matters, and that's not the case. And this piece we're going to talk about today in the nutrition aspect is something that is very rarely even talked about through education, through if you ever got a meal plan or jumped on a 6-week program or a jump start or anything like that. They never talk about this, like ever. And it is so incredibly crucial that your body can't live without it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, hey, drop that hashtag live in the comments if you're watching it live. Hashtag replay if you're watching it on the replay. It helps me out tremendously. So thank you. So we're going to jump right into this thing. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I try to keep these things at 5 minutes or less because I can talk. I can definitely talk. So today we're talking about this nutrition and how this applies to our fat loss and our optimal health, because in the end, that's what we really want, right? Like we really want optimal health for long-term. Like no one has ever come to me and say, Cody, I only want to be healthy for the next 10 years or the next 6 months of my life, and then I could care less after that. So you have to think short-term, let's get you some fat loss, but just think long-term, the next several decades, keep you out of the nursing home kind of stuff. So what this really is, and bear with me, if this is a new topic to you, bear with me and I will lay it out for you. It's talking about the health of your gut, okay? Your gut is so incredibly important, and it deals with so many things that are going on in the body. I'm only going to touch on a few of these things because I could literally do like a 4-day seminar, on this thing. That's how important the gut health is. So every time you eat something, your body obviously has to break that food down, right? If there's not the appropriate amount of microbes in your gut, your body literally can't process the food that you're eating. It just can't. You're dumping in all this food and it's not actually pulling the nutrients out because the body doesn't have the ability to really break that down. That's an oversimplification of the process, but that is what we're talking about here. So if your gut health is not on point, not only is that going to affect your fat loss, it's going to affect your hormones, it's going to affect how you're able to sleep, how you're able to recover, stress, mental clarity. I know what I've heard about gut health for so long, and I always blew it off as something that was like not really important and woo-woo, whatever you want to call it. It was only when I started looking at a lot of these research papers and actually looking at what is going on with the gut that I was absolutely blown away about how effective it is. Because if you think about it for a quick second, the gut is a big feedback loop to the brain. A lot of organs are touching right in here, right in the midsection here. So when the gut is feeling good and processing the food the ways it's supposed to, it lowers your anxiety, it lowers your stress. You're able to lose weight better. You're able to get stronger better. You're able to be more consistent and be in control of your emotions better because your gut is healthy. I know it sounds super crazy, but I promise you, if you focus on the gut health, you'll see tremendous change. And the great thing about it is you can do it super simply. So one of the great ways to do that is to eat lots of vegetables. The average is shooting for around like 50 grams of fiber a day from actual vegetables. And what I always say is taste the rainbow, okay? So what I mean by taste the rainbow is don't eat just broccolis, so your greens. You always want to mix those up. So greens and purples here, some clears, like onions, and oranges here, some yellows here, some whatevers, so that you're getting a lot of everything, and that's going to up that fiber. The other thing is going to be pre and probiotic. I don't have time to go into real deep on those today, but those are definitely additions that you can add in there that will increase the gut health. The gut health, when you really focus on looking at changing it, you have to look at it as a long-term approach. This is not a quick fix. This is not just take a pill and everything goes away. You still have to change your diet. Like there are some good probiotics out there and prebiotics out there that can help out with healing your gut. So if you look at, let's say that you go and you find out you have a food allergy, right? What's happening with that food allergy is your body is not liking it. Now, depending on the level that you have the food allergy, sorry, there's something stuck in the back of my throat. I don't have any water. Depending on how allergic you are to the food, you can by taking the food away, healing your gut later on down the road, you can actually reintroduce that food back into your life. It's because the body's not able to process what's going on. You know, wheat, dairy, some of these type of things that your body needs to, your gut is all jacked up. And so you need to heal the gut, and then you could go back to eating these foods. It's really that simple. And like I said, the fact that your gut health is tied to anxiety, is tied to stress, it's tied to a lot of stuff that it's super, super crazy. So I'm already over my 5 minutes, so I'm going to get going here. Thank you so much. This was this topic came up from a conversation that I was having today. So I like that. So drop that hashtag live if you're watching it live for me. I really appreciate it. Hashtag replay if you're watching it in the replay, and you have a fantastic day. I have another heater for you tomorrow. See ya.